questions and comments. The honourable member from Saanich, Gulf Islands.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I thank my friend for a very good, clear, and articulate description of the problems that I think all members on the opposition benches have with Bill C-10. I'm particularly concerned that, and I would have liked to have been able to pose this to a government member. I haven't had an opportunity in this round, but I'm baffled by the fact that virtually every criminologist and expert, Mr. Speaker, who's looked at the issue of minimum mandatory sentences has concluded that they don't work. In fact, a recent article in the Journal of Criminology and Public Policy begins with this sentence, that this is mandatory minimums are, they say, quote, a classic instance of criminology and public policy marching in different directions. Every member of this House wants to end crime. Every member wants to protect victims. I'd like to ask this member if he's been able to find any expert evidence that would support the government's approach.
The honourable member for Rimouski, Nejet, Témiscouata, Les Basques. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, and I want to thank my colleague for that question. No, there is no proof, no evidence, be it from criminologists, sociologists, be it from academics, people who are concerned with that issue. There is not a single study, be it Canadian or American, that demonstrates the validity of the approach currently being promoted by the government. There are no studies that show that there is any disincentive by imposing mandatory minimum, stronger mandatory minimum sentences, particularly in the U.S., but not in Canada either. An approach that will cost amounts that we don't know what they will be, but which will be high. But in terms of reducing the crime rate, in terms of reducing the cost to victims, there is no impact, and that is why this bill cannot be acceptable. If the government had been responsible, would have divided its bill, would have allowed the opposition to support some of the aspects that might have been pertinent and where there could have been consensus, such as we did for the issue of the mega trials in June, but in this case it's not possible.